Good morning from the National Weather Service office in Lake Charles. I'm meteorologist Donald Jones, and this is your weather briefing for Saturday, April 1st. April Fool's Day, but what's not fooling around is the weather. We've got a rather serious weather situation coming up here on Sunday, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. And starting off by taking a look at what we can expect for today, we actually still have high pressure pretty much dominating the entire southeastern region this morning, and that's going to continue throughout the day today. So we'll be looking at plenty of sunshine, at least early in the day. We'll start to see some clouds roll in later on in the afternoon and evening as that high pressure starts to scoot off to the east. And you'll also probably notice the wind speeds picking up today. We're expecting winds to begin increasing by this afternoon and into this evening as the high pressure moves off and the low pressure area that's expected to bring us our potential severe weather approaches the area. By Sunday morning, this is what the weather setup looks like. A warm front coming in off the Gulf of Mexico will lift north across the area early in the morning, bringing some isolated to scattered, mainly showers with a few thunderstorms mixed in. Further to the west across central Texas, an area of low pressure and an associated cold front will begin pushing to the east. And that'll place our region in an area that we don't find ourselves too often, between this warm front pushing to the north and a cold front pushing to the southeast. This particular area between these two weather systems is known in the meteorological circles as the warm sector, and it's this area that we usually see the most significant severe weather events. It's because of this that the Storm Prediction Center has placed most of the area in a moderate risk for severe weather. A moderate risk is the fourth category on the 5-category risk classification produced by the Storm Prediction Center. And as you can see in the description there, it's usually associated by long-lived, widespread, and intense severe weather, including strong tornadoes, widespread wind damage, and large destructive hail. A bit further to the east, across portions of Acadiana and further east into southeast Louisiana, the risk is not quite as high, but we're still expecting to see fairly significant severe weather Sunday afternoon into Sunday evening. Just as a little bit of perspective, the last time our area was in this widespread of a moderate risk area was actually on Christmas Day way back in 2012. Now that's not to say that this is the strongest or most significant severe weather event that we'll have seen in the last 5 years, but it does give you the idea that this is a very rare and very serious situation for our area. In addition to the possibility of severe weather, we're also going to be looking at the potential for some flash flooding as well. This image shows the radar estimated rainfall totals for Wednesday night into Thursday morning's event last week, and the oranges and reds on this map show areas that received anywhere from about 4 to 6 inches of rainfall. It's going to be these areas that are going to be most at risk for flash flooding as this event unfolds on Sunday. Here are the forecast rainfall totals for Sunday, and as you can see, the highest rainfall totals are expected to be across portions of Acadiana, from Lafayette south towards New Iberia and down to Morgan City, where 3 to 4 inches of rain are expected. And the general rule of thumb is to double these forecast rainfall totals to get your localized rainfall total amounts. So this area could be looking at anywhere from 6 to up to 8 inches of rainfall in some localized areas before it's all said and done. Further back to the west across southeast Texas, we'll be looking at anywhere from 1 to 2 inches of rainfall, and again, doubling those numbers, the areas could see anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of rainfall locally. Now what I've done here is actually overlaid the forecast rainfall totals on top of the rainfall totals we saw Wednesday and Thursday morning, just to give you an idea of the areas that are most at risk for flash flooding on Sunday. These areas highlighted here, extending basically from Lake Charles northeast through Jeff Davis and up towards St. Landry Parish, and then another bullseye area down toward Vermilion, St. Martin, St. Mary parishes are going to be the areas that are most at risk to see flash flooding on Sunday. Now that's not to say that flash flooding won't occur in other areas, especially if storms train over the same areas for long periods of time. But this is kind of an early first guess of the areas that could potentially see flash flooding. So to summarize, thunderstorms are expected to develop across central Texas and then move into southeast Texas during the late morning and early afternoon on Sunday, gradually pushing into southwest Louisiana by Sunday afternoon and into Acadiana Sunday night. Some of these storms could be severe with strong or long-lived tornadoes, and note that language, strong and long-lived tornadoes. That's not something we see too often around here, but the potential will exist on Sunday For strong, that means F2 or greater, or long-lived tornadoes, as well as large hail and widespread damaging winds. Rainfall totals of 2 to 4 inches are expected, with local amounts up to 6 to 8 inches possible, and flash flooding is going to be a significant concern on Sunday, especially across areas that saw significant rainfall on Wednesday night. A flash flood watch has not been issued yet, but could be issued later on today or tonight as the exact rainfall totals become more certain. The system's not going to linger for too long, though, and should push through the area by Monday morning, bringing the severe weather threat to an end from west to east as it moves across the area. Finally, taking a quick look at the 7-day forecast. Most of the rain is going to occur on Sunday and into very early Monday. Most of the day Monday should be fairly dry. That 80% in there for Monday is just going to be for the morning hours. And then the rest of the week is looking fairly dry and actually quite pleasant, with plenty of sunshine and highs in the upper 70s to lower 80s. And for any additional weather information, you can check out our Facebook and Twitter pages, where you can ask questions and get the latest forecasts and updates.